Alright guys, this is a 1983 Honda ATC 70 Christmas Special front fender. I've been getting a lot of requests on how do you sand and polish fenders? How do you sand and polish fenders? How do you sand and polish fenders? So this is a video I'm going to do. I got it sped up a little bit. I'm in about 1.5 speed, but it basically covers most of the process. I kind of jumped in the first segment without doing a video on it, without showing what grit, but I started at a 320 grit, and that's what I'm doing right now, dry. What I'm doing at this point is trying to get the really deep gouges and getting somewhat of a stable and smooth surface area. Through this video, I work all the way up to a 5,000 grit, and at the end you're gonna see I kind of skipped over a couple steps. This is about 1.5 hours of work in it. I really rushed through it. Normally this would be about a 4 to 5 hour job. I rushed through it just to get the video done. But all in all, this is something you really can't skip a step. You're gonna see as we go step by step by step. It dries in between and looks terrible, but towards the end you can get it better and better and better. The more time you take with each step and the more uniform your sanding is, the better it will be. So this segment here, I moved to 400 grit, still going dry. 320 was just a little too rough, so I moved up a bit. For a little ways, it just was too much. So I went to 400, and you're gonna see me sanding for a while, so I'm gonna skip over a little bit. This segment went to 600 and started going by hand, because after a little while you want to go through and try to keep a uniform direction as much as possible. The D&A sander does a lot of swirl marks, so with the 600 dry you could kind of see what you're doing a little bit better. I start working wet shortly. Actually, I think at this point I started going wet. Nope, still dry. I'm gonna start going wet sanding in a little bit, because once you start getting up to 600, 1,000, 1,200, it starts to gum up your paper a little bit. So with that being said, you use to start using a little bit of water, and it helps a lot. Keep the paper clean, and you can not waste as much sandpaper. Basically, is just keep it clean, sand, keep it clean, sand. Basically, just continue watching and use the same over and over and over technique, and move up to grits and until you get to 5,000, and then from there you can start buffing. Then you go back. Once I go back, I'll start as low as maybe 1,200, then work back to 5,000. And go through that process until I'm happy with the outcome. I don't see any scratch and swirl marks, and get a beautiful product.
have 30 on order. There ain't not many people sell 30 a month though. I bet there ain't many other people that sell 30 a month. What?
This segment you can watch as it dries how terrible it looks. Looks like this fender would never come back, but don't get discouraged because that's part of the process. The white and chalkiness is how much more you need to go. I'm at 1,000 wet sand in this little segment here, and I pretty much continue to go over and over and over and over. After this segment I'm going to go up to 1,500 on the D&A sander again, then back and forth between the next ones. You guys put in it? What you put in it? Huh? What are you putting in that one? You need acetone. I don't know. I want to make sure I know what's on all of it. As you can see on this segment, I'm back at 1,500 grit on the D&A. I'm still doing wet sanding because dry, it just gums up way too much. So from here, I'm going over and over and over. I like to go back and forth wet to D&A sander to hand sander. I'm just using a light Dawn detergent, soapy water mix, and working all the way through it. consistency is the key. Like I said in this video, I was rushing through it a lot, but I didn't want to rush through too much, but also wanted to take care of the fenders. So took a little bit of time, but I rushed through it more than I would ever do. Goal is just to continue on getting a uniform surface, like I said in the previous segments.
Got going for it. I like
You can see, watch as it dries, it becomes what looks like it would be a terrible fender still, and still a mess. Still needs a lot of time and effort. Like I said, I rushed through it. I'm fixing to jump up to a 3000 grit on the D&A sandpaper. These are more of a foam cushion pad. They work a whole lot better than normal sandpaper, but they don't cut a lot. So it's basically, you're almost getting to the pre-polish stage at this point with the 3000. After this, I'll move to the 5000. I'll dry, kind of bounce back in between with a little sandpaper by hand to touch some spots that didn't look right, and going to buffing after that. All in all, it takes a while. There's no rush in this. I don't think there's any magic serum. It's all elbow grease and time. This part of the video is the one thing I get asked the most questions all the time. What kind of compound do you use? What kind of buffer do you use? What kind of pad do you use? Very simple. Variable speed buffer, about 1400 RPM with a wool pad and no compound. We use basically heat and a little bit of friction and a little bit of skill to do our buffing process. From here you can see how quickly even the worst fenders start looking bad. And this is a process you can use on almost any ATV, just a dry wool buff. Now obviously if it has scratches, you're going to have scratches, but it will bring the shine back to almost any color you tinker with. This is something you also got to take time with, because if you go too fast, too much RPM, or just get sloppy with the buffer, you will burn or ruin the fender. So you want to go through this. Like I said, we are rushing this process, but trying to just get video out of it. But here is the whole process, start to finish. Now, what steps you do and go back to do, that's up to you and how good you want your final process. But you can see throughout the video how much difference it made. And like I said, this is about an hour and a half of rushing through. Once you do this process, you can get a fender that looks dang near new old stock, but it does take some effort, some time. We do this as a process. It's $75 an hour in the shop, and it's almost impossible to quote, but you can see the before and after. This fender is going to go through this whole process just about again. This is one of my personal little ATC 70s, and it's going to go through the whole process. So I want it as perfect as possible, and that's what we're going to aim for. You can see there's still a lot of spots that need to be redone. Still got some scuffs, some hazing, and I mean that's how it is. You go through, you run the whole process, get it a lot better, but it could definitely be done some more. So hopefully this helps everybody. This might alleviate a lot of questions that I get often. Basically just keep following and enjoy the videos.